Howdy ho, Huckers. Welcome back to C2 Productions. We've got the 13th annual Hamilton County Open presented by JAX'S Roofing. This is the front 9 of the final round MPO. Front 10. JAX'S Roofing brought us an extra hole. Here's some other sponsors. We love all of them. Be sure to check them out. And a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. You could be one of them. I am your biggest of bagel boys, Nate Sharkey. Alongside me, I have two-time Tyler Fischer and the Mandy with a bandy plandy, Andy.
I'm here.
What are we doing today?
I think we're going to do some giveaways. We got a BUZZZ here with the JAX'S Roofing stamp. And then once we hit 500 subscribers, we got this boulder that we're going to be giving away.
Check out the description. It is the final round. We've got our chase card. Sunny day, a little bit of wind here and there. We got Nick Gill, sponsored by Discraft, starting off at 13 down.
We also have Trevon Crowe, MVP sponsored tour player.
Got Tanner Boggs here with the other Discraft player on the card. And we're going to round it out with Jaxson Rinkenberger from Castoplast.
This is round 3, so we can check in with our scores. Got people sitting at 14. Our guys are in that 13-12 mark. These fellows finishing off the day, trying to see if they can chase down those leaders. Hole 1, we've got some hazard there on the right side, OB on the left. Most of the players are just going to try to throw some kind of hyzer, whether that's a backhand or forehand, at that tree line. Hope to push past a little bit and get an easy birdie here on hole 1.
Yeah, this is going to feel like a must-get to start your day out, and let's let Bryce do our job for us here.
Sponsored by Discraft, Nicholas Gill.
Yeah, we've got the Michigan boy here coming in hot, only 2 strokes back. Going to feel like a must-get. He's going to be starting off probably with the zone, just going to pop a hyzer, try to bring it in right on the left side of this building. And I believe that wasn't a zone. That looked like it said magnet on the disc.
It did say magnet.
It did say magnet. And it magnetized to that pole right there. It's a good shot.
Second on the card, also at 13 under par, sponsored by MVP, Trevon Crowe.
Got Trevon here, looking to throw a little forehand overstable approach disc. Put it right up by the basket.
Yeah, local Indiana guy coming out of Peru.
Looks like this one should push past, and I mean, you're hoping that's just an easy bird from there.
Yeah, that's how you're going to want to start it.
Tanner Boggs.
Yeah, Tanner, he is a young gun coming up here, also from Indiana. He has been making his way up the ranks.
Going with that backhand hyzer. Ooh.
He needed that about 2 more feet out right.
It's the one you got to miss. Maybe some nerves. I don't think we mentioned it yet. This B tier actually has the highest payout of any B tier disc golf event ever. So there's a lot of money on the line for these folks.
Ever. Jaxson going to start off with a forehand, swinging it in a little bit higher than the other 2.
And that's looking pretty excellent.
Gets it to the other side of the tree, all you're looking to do there.
Yeah, I really like that play. Kind of takes all the thinking out of it. Just go something really stable, chop it up there in the air.
Tanner might be feeling a little nervy here, but it's a pretty easy execution. Even if he hits those trees, I'm expecting these guys to be able to make that putt. Only real scary part here, the black path that you see kind of forms a triangle around the basket does have some OB. But Trevon would have to miss pretty badly to hit that. So I think, we're just going to see runs. Everybody's going to be hoping to tap out that bird, except Tanner's got that putt for par in just a second.
Got Jaxson tapping in here. And, it's just a bunch of tap outs right here. Looking to get on to the next hole. If you're Tanner, you usually want to get this out of your head. Move on to the next one. Don't think too much about it.
There you go. Knows that he needs the 3, gets the 3, move on to hole 2.
Yeah, that is going to bring us into hole 2, my favorite hole on the course. Nice long par 4. Water is in your head. You've got OB also lurking left and long of the basket here. This hole is all about placement. So let's see what these guys do. They are going to have a touchy powered driver to start it off with. Not let the water and the OB, it is very placement. It gets narrow there on the landing zone.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of people throw overstable drivers here. You just got to beat this corner. You want to land somewhere on the flat ground up there. There can be some awkward footing with the hills there, but see a lot of overstable drivers just hyzer it in.
Yeah, you'll see these short pads coming in to play on the left. You're just going to want to try and get them as close to that as possible. Just like Nick did there, that's the ideal landing zone.
Mm-hmm. And you can see that hill that can come into play. Nick might have to run down it just a little. Trevon, kind of very similar line. That's exactly what you want to do. As long as he beats the corner, he should be fine. Oh, that's a little higher than I thought it was.
Yeah,
the path's up there, but
it's going to be a little closer to that OB line than you want, but he is going to be on flat ground and probably level with the basket.
All right. Jaxson stepping up. Ooh.
Get down, get down.
Yeah, and you can see that slipped right out of his hand. That is not where he wants to be, but...
Yeah, he's just praying out of the hand, just please stay in bounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all things considered, that's a good miss for what it could have been.
Tanner looks like he puts a real good move on this one, trying to get to the other flat ideal landing zone and smush.
Yeah, that's an absolute crush. Here we are with Jaxson after the misfire. You know, he's probably feeling a little pressure.
Yeah, he definitely left more meat on the bone than he wanted. This is probably a good 415, 440.
I think that looks like a great
Gets
shot.
it up to the flat. That's going to be C1 from there. He is loving it after that drive.
Trevon did stay in bounds. He does have a flat run up. I think this is an opportunity for a birdie here.
Yeah, it looks a little sawed off. Not quite as much as he wanted in that. Maybe went a little too stable. Didn't get the right angle. Now this is great position. If you can line up with that tee pad, you're sitting. As you see on the tee pad, it says there's 380 in. It's a prime position.
Yeah, you can pick forehand, backhand. This is just what do I feel most comfortable with. Execute. Just swing it in there. Give him. You heard him.
Oh, kind of a dead skip.
Yeah, just looked like he caught it right in the face of that baby hill.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tanner, absolute bomber on the first drive. Let's see if he can actually get to the basket. Everyone's kind of been struggling.
Puts a nice move on that as well. Fights that wind, gets there.
Yeah, gets a good skip too.
Fights it inside C1.
Well done.
Nice slight uphill look at the basket.
Yeah, and that'll be a good bounce back after that last hole. Best chance at birdieing on the card for sure.
Trevon's got to go out around this tree, it looks like. Honestly, good bid.
Take a look at those trees. You can tell, I'm telling you, the wind is going to be in play every single shot. And you can kind of see from Nick's putt there, that kind of looked like he wanted no part of that. Just, I'm okay with my par. Let's move on.
Right, you've got that OB behind, the headwind. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, looks like Jaxson, I think he's lining it up. I think this is a run.
Final round. You've got to run him. Looks like maybe the wind just tugged that a little left.
All right, final birdie chance here by Tanner.
Just a little short there.
Yeah.
Looks like we got everybody tapping out here. Trevon getting ready for the next hole. You know, this isn't one that you feel like you have to birdie. The 750 kind of makes you think, oh, well, these guys should be getting it, but that placement shot, you know, it's risky to go too far, and if you don't go far enough, then you got a tough up and down.
Low from Jaxson. I don't know what happened on this hole.
Maybe a little
two
rush.
misfires, and then let's see if he can lock back in for the rest of the front 10 here. As we move on to hole 3, want to give a shout out to our Patreon winner, Wes Green. Congrats, we've got a fossil coming your way. Hole 3, 344 feet. You got to throw something that's moving right. Could either be a forehand or there is a backhand turnover line, but there is a bit of a ceiling from some of these branches that make that turnover a little bit harder to execute, in my opinion. So I'd expect mostly forehands, but that option does exist.
Yeah, that forehand route's going to actually give you 2 lanes. You can swing it a little bit wider, rely more on ground play, or just go for the more inside forehand route, just push it a little straighter. And it does feel like the forehand route is the safer play just because that creek looming to the right can come into play. And there is OB long of the basket.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of forehands here. Definitely see one here from Trevon. See what he can do.
Yeah, he's taking that more inside forehand route. Catches it clean. Looks like he's right on the line, but should be inbounds.
Tanner picks the outside path.
All he wants is that ground play.
Yeah, catches a little bit of leaves there. Maybe that could have pushed a little further forward, but he's going to have a shot at the bird for sure.
I'm a little shocked to not see any backhands here, if I'm being honest.
I just think forehand's the safer play, and it's going to probably yield more birdies.
Yeah,
Just because it's easier to fight the ceiling with the forehand, I find.
They've got the power. They can really swing it out and hope
Yeah.
it skips back towards the basket. So,
Yeah, he just wants to slide it up. He's fine with his par as well.
Jaxson from a similar spot, maybe a little bit more open, doesn't have as many leaves in front of him.
Yeah, that's a solid bid from him there. Just a little bit too high, a little too much hyzer. Coming close to that OB line, but dries up, I think, before he gets there. We got Trevon here, taking his meter off of the OB. He's right about the edge of circle. He's really looking to make this one.
It's a sound that we all know too well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
See if Tanner can convert on the bird. Ooh.
Just a little aggressive on that right side. It doesn't want to hold.
Yeah. Too high, too right.
I think we're seeing a little bit of nerves coming out on this card here. There, like we said, there's a lot of money up for on the line, and you can see that coming through on these putts. Some of these, I think they'd make most of the time if that pressure wasn't there.
Yeah, winner's going to be walking home with $4,000 today.
What a
Wow.
catch.
Yeah, that's
Holy
what Tanner
moly.
wanted his disc to do, and Jaxson says, I'll take it when I can get it.
I don't think I've ever seen the back wire catch a putt like that. That's something special. It's a good par save for Jaxson. That's what everybody gets on the card. A nice par frame. Little check-in here. Frank Smith on top at 16 down. Our chase card is approaching that number. Got 2 1-unders, 2 evens. See if the boys can crank it up a little bit. Here we are on hole 4.
Yeah, and you're going to see probably 4 forehands here again. A couple of forehand holes back to back. You're just going to see him swing it left, get some kind of skip down this hill, and try not to skip too far and go into the bushes up there. It's what you want to avoid.
These 2 trees on the left side make it a little awkward. Everyone's going to be using the front right corner of the tee pad, just like Mr. Gill.
Give him the ground play, and gets to the bottom of the hill, and that's about a 12-footer from there.
That's great. Take that any day of the week.
Trevon, I believe, lining up that, what'd you say it was, a pyro from the first hole, it looks like?
Yeah, it's either a pyro or a tempo there. That one's probably a pyro.
Okay.
You're going to want something a little bit more skip to it.
Gets to the base, just like Nick did.
As we get a little later in the course, we do see holes that have more options. So right now, we're seeing multiple holes in a row, people playing for the exact same landing zone, exact same shot.
Tanner just got that a little high, catches some branches, gets knocked down to about 60 or so feet. Either of you guys familiar with Castoplast lineup and know what Jaxson might be throwing here?
I'm not a big Castoplast guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their 9-speed. Maybe a stall.
Yeah, I believe
Think
that.
would be their 9-speed. It's kind of what it looked like.
Tanner putting it up.
Oh, Tanner with a great run.
Honest effort there.
All right, and now we're in birdie town, fellas.
Yeah, Jaxson looking to
The
get back
opportunities
under
are ripe.
par. This is one you want.
Whoa, man.
Excuse me? Oh,
Straight through the
scope?
middle.
Oh man, we go from a slow-mo catch to the ope scope back to back.
Yeah, he's able to laugh about it. That's always keep the spirits up. Don't let something like that bring you down, even though that was one of the more disgusting ones I've seen.
Trevon throwing some grass, maybe trying to get a read on the wind here. Little too nose down, it looked like out the hand.
You think he was having trust issues with the basket after Jackson's putt there?
Yeah, seen a little splash. See if Nick can get the only birdie on the card.
The left corner pocket. He's got to just be feeling good, picking up a stroke on this hole on the card.
Yep, takes the lead on the card. He's going to feel like a $1 billion.
He has to after that.
Got him. Everybody else tapping in an easy par. We'll move on to hole 5.
All right, we got the Gillian there taking the pad here on hole 5. Looking at the 400 feet, pretty low ceiling. Might see a couple forehands, might see a couple backhands. You're probably going to go pretty fast, pretty stable, try and flex something down here. Give yourself a good look.
Do we see a roller?
Roller's in play. It's a pretty low ceiling off the tee, but it's
I'm not asking if it's in play. I'm asking, are we going to see it?
The $1 billion
question.
man has bought his way to the tee box here with that solo birdie on the last hole. Looks like he's going to be lining up the power forehand, which I just find is probably the more beneficial play, because that ceiling is lower than you think it is, and it does have a little higher gap out there to the left. Yep, nice flex forehand, but he skips off those branches. Oh my
I've
God.
never done that. I get shot down every single
time.
time. I guess that is just an absolute cannon he's backing. So, see what Trevon can do. Probably not going to go for the exact same line. See if he can keep it just a little lower away from that branch.
Yeah, just a bullet, no flex to it. Just he's going pure hyzer the whole way. He's going to leave himself out there maybe.
Yeah, I think that's probably just outside circle.
Yeah, maybe 40, 45-ish.
I'm honestly surprised to see everyone throwing forehand here, because I couldn't even dream of getting a forehand here with this low ceiling.
Well, I did throw the best drive of my life on this hole. Ended up inside the trees where the basket is. So I have unlocked 400-foot forehand.
Congratulations.
Look at
Rub it in. See if Jaxson can show me what I'm doing wrong. Oh, wait a second.
He is
like
going
he
to show us the backhand route.
Roller.
No, just find that.
That's a gap I didn't know was there.
See that left-hand gap? There is some airspace up there that you
That's
just don't
amazing.
get, and that is one of the better backhands you will see on this hole.
Yeah, that's very special. All right.
Should just be a nice, easy forehand chip.
And that's about
Yes,
where
sir.
Tyler's drive landed, I think.
He's under the basket. I was maybe 6 feet short.
Oh,
of the
come on.
basket.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'll tell you
Tyler.
which tree it was by.
Got a long look here from Trevon. Yeah, maybe that 40, maybe 50
it was
foot
right by
range.
that soft little leaner on the left there. Trevon,
That's high.
Oh,
Oh, I liked it.
that
I
looks
really
so
did.
good.
It just hits the front side of the cage.
Jaxson gonna try and show us that backhand is in play. Oh,
Jeez, this man is all over the
basket.
chains.
Give him one. Give him one.
Jax in, Jax out. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I'm sorry, Jaxson. We hate to see it. But I do love puns. All right, let's see what the Gills got for us.
The Gillian Dollar Man Part 2. Cashing checks.
Center pole.
I mean, honestly, off the ricochet. That's the craziest birdie
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
is
seen on
a-
this
Is it
hole.
ricochet?
That's a just amazing birdie.
That's wonderful.
Now that will bring us into one of the newest holes here out at Dillon, hole number 6, tight tunnel, OB to the right. You do have a landing zone out here to the left, but it will force you to swing in a pretty steep hyzer all the way down this tunnel. The alluring part is the 600 feet and you can just see the basket all the way down that tunnel. Can you survive it?
Yeah, I think you're going to see a couple of mids here, maybe a couple of flip-up fairways if people want to get a little aggressive, but you really don't need to bite too much off of this tee shot.
Yeah, just keep it as straight as possible for as long as possible.
Yeah, it looks like we might have an Athena here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
and
too low.
that's the miss you're going to see.
Yeah,
you want
that-
to keep it low. But
That right side is just in your head the whole way. You can just see those white flags and you just always feel like gotta come out early, can't go to the right.
yeah, it looks like we're getting a flex forehand here, and there is an open. It opens up on that left side, so you kind of have the space.
No, that's great.
Why would somebody who plays this game?
That was just all about trust there.
Yeah, that's really good. I think that's got to be some good nose control to have it hit down and kind of stick rather
Especially
than
in this one, you can see those flags still ripping there. Looks like Tanner once again just playing it safe. Just don't go to the right. But that is a tricky spot from where he is. He is going to have a pretty steep angle coming in from there.
All right, Jaxson trying this backhand line as well. And as long as it stays off that tree,
Yeah.
yep, that's going to be
I
okay.
actually don't. I haven't
Maybe a
done
little
it.
left. There are chances that these trees kind of block your way down. Might have to go more stable, just big swooping hyzer, but
Yeah,
we'll see
the-
when we get to his lie.
And with Nick going forehand, he's the OB line, it does stop there. You can kind of see that green patch there up on the right. The OB line just runs through to the trees. So once you get past that grouping of trees, it will be inbounds. So just, get past, get stable, stay out.
Wow,
Dang, I
was-
thought that was really something
that looks
special.
so good.
That left side just catches him up. No lucky bounce on this one.
Looks like we got another forehand here from Trevon with that same disc. And this is a good spot to flex something. It kind of opens up on the right side. He's got this hole
Okay.
down, I think.
Come on, get through.
Yeah, a little early left. Still in a good spot.
Yeah, this is going to show you kind of that left landing zone, the safe landing zone.
Okay, he's got a pretty big window. Goes inside,
Inside,
though.
fight.
Made it a good way.
Might have a lean out to have a long
Maybe
shot
corner,
for the
but still
bird,
in
but
flush.
I think from there it's probably going to be a par. Hopefully not a bogue. Yeah, being a little bit closer to center here, Tanner has a little bit less work to do with angles. I think he could just do like kind of a normal hyzer or
Yeah,
an overstable flat is what that looked like.
Yeah,
And
looked like he
look at
pushed
this,
far
boys.
enough and executed. He's feeling good about that.
Yeah, and he landed in a great spot to have that hyzer in. That's if you don't land right in the middle of the fairway, that's where you want to be. And then looks like we got a little layup there. See if we can get a good bid here from Jaxson.
Yeah, he might have a window.
Yeah, he's right on the edge. It looks
Yeah,
like
he
he's
did.
something, and he gets it.
He got one in the
Brings it
hole.
up.
Wow.
And you're happy to have one of those.
I
for
mean,
sure.
the last 4 putts for Jaxson have been some of the most wild displays
Yeah.
of the Innova disc catcher's abilities.
Yeah.
Nothing is owed, but that one felt like it needed to be given back to
That's
him.
awesome. All right, Trevon. It's up.
Oh, he wanted that in.
Yeah, similar thing. This high putt that's swooping in hits the front cage. That's
Yeah, Trevon's
exactly what
been
happened
like
to him on.
6 inches from 3 strokes.
There it is. Man, that had some zip to it with how
Yeah,
much
it
that
did.
bounced off the pole. All right, Tanner. That's the 3. Mark it. Call it a day. And Nick Gill in for the 4, which is conveniently the same number of gills that sharks have.
Is it really?
Yeah, how did you know that? Isn't that something? Let's check in with scores once again. If we look, looks like Nick Robertson has taken, or at least tied the lead with a few other folks at 17. Some folks at 16 playing close too. We'll jump along to hole 7. You're going to shoot out the gap and you want to move slightly right. This one, I would normally expect that turnover. I don't know how you get the forehand to move that far right.
Yeah, I don't see it unless you get a really big flip up forehand. The only problem that could come into play here is the wind, especially with you being in the woods there. You could have a crosswind, headwind coming out of there that you wouldn't even feel. So
yeah, this is one you're just going to want something more drifting to the right the whole way, not kind of fighting to the right like with the forehand.
Ooh, I thought that was about...
Definitely very inside there.
Yeah, he just wants that to kind of just stable out a little bit.
And he still ended up in a good spot. I think he circled 2. He got a little fortunate through the inside there. Let's see, Jaxson taking the forehand here. Looks like maybe a high pushing forehand. He's going to try.
You do have more room out there to the left to throw it a little bit harder and rely on the ground play a little bit more. You have plenty of room to push it as straight as you want, kind of like
this
that.
Is great.
And
Yeah, Shark, that's how you do it right
well,
there.
in my defense, I thought they were playing from a different tee pad. I see it's an option from the short.
I think people see the pad off to the left and think that it runs more parallel to that house, but it actually cuts left, and you have a ton of room out there that you don't actually are able to see.
What I'm hearing is I just need to be stronger.
Yeah. Hit the gym.
Nick going with a little higher forehand there
Shark.
and gets it, I think, just inside circle. Trevon, yeah, kind of going with the more, kind of pushing through those trees, gets it right inside circle. Forehand is the play.
Yeah, I was a little shocked to see 3 forehands there, with the worst of the 3 or the 4 shots being the backhand. But
I think with the backhand, you're just relying, or you're just trusting. You're putting a lot of trust in the disc to fight through the wind and stable out, but you also have to make sure you get it starting on a pretty drifty line to the right.
Yeah. The wind can be hard to read the wind when they're back in the woods.
Nick's going to want that one back, just leaves it out to the right.
looks like they're putting with a little bit of a headwind, so those nose down putts are just going to get pushed down. See if he puts enough height on this one to compensate for the wind there. Nope.
Trevon, man, just another inch away from another birdie.
And it's tough when those are happening back to back to back. You feel like it can get it trapped mentally.
Wow.
Okay.
What?
Are we going to get another
dirty
ope
spit.
scope there? No. I can't handle another one right now.
I'm confused by what the basket was doing there. All right. The basket does work.
It works.
It does work.
Most of the time.
Jaxson accidentally just gave confidence to the rest of the card, but they're in tap-in range anyways. And so, honestly, an interesting hole 7.
Heading into hole 8. One of the more difficult holes on the course, I think. Got a tough landing zone here. You got a water carry. That's all OB. You got the OB on the backside. It's a tough one to land, but you're going to see a lot of spike backhands here.
Maybe hit that tree. Drop
Maybe
down.
hit the
Just
tree.
swing a hyzer in and you catch that tree. Chances are you're going to be dropping into circle 1.
The only place you don't want to drop is in the water. Yeah, that's correct. In the water.
Because this is, if you want the birdie, you're challenging the water the whole way, or you can just take it out to the right as much as you want.
That's beautiful.
Chip up, easy par, but if you want that birdie, you are bringing water into play. Jaxson has no problem clearing it. None of these guys should have problem with the power. More so just trust the hyzer angle you're putting it on and pretty much take it, just take it outside that tree, almost crash into it, and as you can see, you're going to be inside circle 1.
Oh, yeah, that's a great shot.
And I'm looking at the trees in the background. Does seem like not as much headwind coming off this tee pad.
No, water
look at
looks
these
like
ferns
it's
and
moving
things.
a little. Yeah, from the water, it looks like maybe a slight headwind, so you can kind of trust a little bit. more hyzer. Like I said, take it out, crash in that tree, C1.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a driver here playing it high, hoping for the big crash in, and that's a good spot right under that tree. You're in the circle.
You're in the shade.
You're in the shade.
You're gonna love
We
it.
know that's a great spot to be for putts. Got Gill here
Statistically.
throwing over the water. What do you think about that, Shark? Gill going over the water?
Normally with a name like that, you'd expect him to go under.
Yeah.
But in this case, in the one instance where a shark or a gill does not want to find themselves under the water is when they're disc golfing. That's true.
It's a good point. Never thought about it that
Yeah,
way.
it's easier to throw through the air.
Yeah, he was
than
gonna.
it is to-
He's want to come back from that bogey looking for a birdie. He gives himself that opportunity.
And the
He likes to
fish
be close to the
finds the
water.
water.
close to the water.
That's where they belong.
Yeah.
We like C1 putts though.
We
I
do.
know Nick likes C1 putts.
Man. And that is a tricky putt. You're
You're
downhill,
Headwind.
and you got the OB not
Yeah.
too far behind. It's not really in play, but if you miss wide completely,
Yeah,
it could come
yeah.
into play for sure.
Uphill headwind. That thing could get lifted. 20-foot comebacker looking at the water.
Jaxson to tie Nick at 15 down.
Oh man.
What is going on?
Jaxson, I am sorry.
There must be a curse. That's all I can think of.
And the shaded putt
Lovely,
sticks.
lovely.
There's something to
Oh,
it.
that's
Yeah,
what it was.
tan-
He was in the sun.
He was in the sun.
How
Tan
could
of
I?
fish
How
out
could
of
I have
water in the
overlooked that? Fish out of water and a man in the sun.
Yeah,
That
man.
that does not make a good day. Mm-mm.
Trevon and Tanner still looking to make their run here.
And where's Trevon standing?
In the shade.
In the shade.
What does
where's
he do?
Where's the disc
Takes
at?
the
In the
birdie.
basket.
In the basket every time.
It's every time.
We'll have the stats guy put up on the screen a little counter for you guys. The number of made shade putts versus missed shade putts. Oh, you don't need it. Every time they're in the shade, they make it.
Easy.
It's
Easiest job.
guaranteed. All right, Gill. There he is. He's in.
He's in.
Where was he at? Where was he standing?
In the shade.
In the shade. You know why you wear a big hat like that?
Shade.
Bring the shade with
He's
you.
always in the shade.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't miss any.
That's my
putts.
secret, Captain.
How many putts do you miss?
Well, hole 9 is in the shade almost the whole way. You are going to be teeing off here. It is a 10 pole, 270 feet. You are going to have a mando tree that you're going to have to throw to the left of. It does sit here in some guarded bushes that you don't want to get into. But more often, it's just probably going to be a nice straight putter shot for most of these guys.
Yeah, it looks like this may be like a zone shark.
You're
What do you
teeing
think?
off in the shade, basket's in the shade. Go in the
A
basket.
little short.
Oof.
Yeah, he
short
wants
there.
that to get through, but he's still inside the circle for his birdie.
Okay. I'm surprised we're not seeing that same overstable green disc here.
Yeah, maybe a little
From
too
Trevon.
fast. Maybe a little fast, and he's. I think this is a tempo here. That was a pyro.
Yeah.
A little less ground play.
That could be it. Ooh, that might be two right.
Fights the tree, just fight back left.
Yeah.
Just outside the circle.
Just outside the shade, too. Hate to see it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a tough putt
He'll be
out of the
fine.
shade.
He'll be fine. I believe. Jaxson stepping up, lining up this backhand as well.
Looks like
Seems
this
like-
could be a bird potentially.
Oh, yeah, this looks like the most rounded disc so far. Slowing it down.
Yeah, that did look like a bird. Just go,
And-
push, and fall.
Lovely.
Through,
That's great.
just outside bullseye.
Great shot. Got Gill stepping up here. Looks like he may be going with an overstable flex, or maybe a putter just straight at it.
Yeah, looks like he might be going
Is that
back
that
to
magnet
that.
again?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Just
Could be a
get
zone.
past those trees.
North Pole, South Pole. Oh,
Yep, he's going to be inside circle maybe 15, 20
Good
feet.
body English. That's what made it. That's what made it do that.
all right, Trevon, outside the circle.
Bam. Come
Man.
Oh
on.
my gosh.
That's literally 8 inches and 6-stroke difference.
Yeah, a group of crows is called a murder, and these baskets are murdering him out here.
Nice little straddle putt there for Tanner,
Tanner.
to take another
Yeah, he's
birdie.
crushing
Gets him to 15 down.
Mr. Gill,
In the shade. Should make it.
this is going to be a shade-to-shade connection.
Can't ruin the stats.
Come on.
Gillion Dollar
Yes,
Baby
sir.
gets on there with another birdie.
See what Jaxson can do from the sun. up and at him.
Yeah, Jackson's got to absolutely be loving the end of this front 9 here. Had a little trouble to start, but got on a nice heater here to finish this front 9. But the good news is we will have a bonus hole because this is the front 10 coverage.
Frank Smith still tied for the lead. Sam making money moves.
Yeah, a lot
Joins him
happening
up at the top.
Yeah, we got to have that extra hole because of the extra cash.
That's
you got to
right.
make it worth it. Really got to earn it. And you got to earn it here. This is going to be a tough hole. It looks kind of easy, but you got some trees in the way on the tee. Probably going to see a couple people throw a flex shot, backhand, kind of over the OB and then kind of back. You got OB on the right side there in the parking lot, and then you got OB on the road to the left. OB deep.
Yeah, and that sign, if you're trying to flex something in there, it is right on the height that you want to throw it at. Tanner says, I'll just take it right around it, put it right inside the circle.
Jaxson looking like that's a berg again of some sort. They come in many varieties. But
Just
it's out there, it's straight.
Laser beam slide up there a little bit.
Little short.
Yeah, a little low out of the hand. It looked like you really got to give that thing enough height to get there, especially 275.
Yeah, looks like maybe 40 feet. Nick lining up that magnet again,
Yes.
maybe?
Looks like it. Unless he's going to do a quick swap for us.
Yeah, magnet. Just fall out of the sky.
Yeah, that
Fall
looks,
out.
That looks great.
Fall out.
What a nice fish from home.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go, Nick.
Nikolai Tesla did some work with magnets, I think.
Did he?
Yeah. And if I'm wrong, don't tell me about it in the comments.
I'll be the first to tell you.
No, I asked you not to. Let's see what Trevon can do.
Oh,
Goes
going
wide,
outside the tree.
but
get
not
down, get
wide
Oh,
enough.
not
Oh,
down
the roller.
that much. Not down that
The
much.
reverse roller from
He
Trevor
should have a
there.
pretty standard hyzer out over the OB.
Yeah, you kind of just got to spike this one so that it sits and doesn't skip
Yeah,
left.
this is one.
Yep.
Sit,
Ooh.
sit.
Right up.
Yeah,
Looks
that's
like it maybe
totally
caught the
fine.
bottom of the
Mhm.
basket, but yeah, he's saying I cannot walk away
Okay,
with both
Jaxson
hands.
would love this putt.
This isn't his wheelhouse.
Come on.
He likes these long ones.
Mm.
And a little high.
Off the top. All right.
Discraft boys.
Cha-ching.
Got it.
Gets him to 16 down, staying in the mix.
Out of the bog onto solid water. Okay, didn't hit. That's fine. Mr. Crowe in for his 2.
Yeah, and that joke didn't hit, but Nicholas Gill here going to hit this birdie, and he's going to want to be in the water.
And why is that?
I mean, isn't it obvious? Oh, I guess it's not. I don't know.
Jaxson, not the son of Jax Roofing, but in for a par. Let's check in our scores here at the end of the 10th hole. 17 down for Nick. 14, 15, 15. They are still a little bit away from that lead card.
Yeah, these boys are going to want to catch fire on this back 9.
I think we've seen some putting struggles today. A little bit nose down. Maybe the wind's in their head. See if they can bring it back a little bit. Catch us for the back 9. Be coming up shortly. We love you. Special thank you to all of the local folks, as we call them. Without you, we couldn't do it.
Like and subscribe. Turn on the
Hit
notification.
that bell.
Ding it. Ding it. Ding the bell more than you ding the band.
That's a good one.
You think they'll keep that?
That one
I
landed.
think
that
that
one
might
gonna
get,
get
that
cut?
might get
That
cut.
one
That'll
landed.
probably get cut.
Oh, hold on. Ethan's.
You hear that?
Oh, I've been kicked.
editor?
No, he asked me to leave.
Oh, no. In the middle of the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It happens.
it was fun. I enjoyed it while it lasted.
Good time, not a long time.
Yeah.